Now, if you don't know who this lad sat next to me is, then you've been living under a rock for the past couple of months. Married at First Sight. It's been the most successful, the biggest series so far, and that's been because there's been a Scouser in that show,
Absolutely,
Thomas.
and listen, I'm not egotistical, but being a flamingo amongst pigeons isn't really that hard, is it? There's no Scousers on the telly, and it's important that, you know, we're seen, isn't it? And, you know, we haven't been seen. I mean, there's the odd one here and there who go on TV and then their accent changes to the Queen's English, and it's just not me.
Which yours didn't at all,
No.
which I loved.
No.
Now, we've got to first off start with the second star of the show, in my opinion, is your mum. How is she?
Marvellous!
I love her.
Absolutely marvellous. And to be honest with you, at first I was thinking, she's still my thumb today. I haven't got, there's no chance, I'm not going to do nothing, because a video of her saying, "Are you?" went viral. Viral, and I mean millions viral, and I was thinking, hold on a minute, no one's interested in what I've got to say. So it was all about it, and she loved it, and she pretended she never, but she did.
Was that, so how much of the show is actually kind of real, or
It's all real.
So it's all, so that moment that your mum did say, "You effing joking," that was bang on
real.
real.
That is bang on real.
Now, obviously, you let's just say you weren't a wallflower during that show, Thomas.
No.
You said your piece, you reacted to me in the right way every time. You were just honest and real. A lot of the other contestants on the show, do you call them contestants?
Well, standing, I don't know, fillers.
Fillers on the show didn't seem to like that.
No.
Are you kind of glad you acted the way that you did, looking back, and you regret?
You know, I think in terms of regret, it's sometimes that I could probably think before I speak and, you know, maybe deal with things more delicately. But I think I have never really left Liverpool, so I'm accustomed to the colloquialisms of Liverpool. You know, you can call someone the most horrendous names with terms of endearment. It's not used in a malice way. And I think they just, you know, people don't like the truth, do they, sometimes? And sometimes it can be dealt with a kind of hand.
There was a few that definitely didn't like the truth.
Oh.
What's it like being in that kind of Married at First Sight bubble for so long, by the way? You were in that for months, weren't you? That's what you don't see.
No.
Just tell us, what is it? What's the experience like?
It's crazy. You're away from your family. You're limited to contact because obviously they don't want to give the storyline away. And you've got to remember those episodes that you see for an hour. That is not an hour. That's like 15 hours. So you're sat waiting around, being interviewed, being separated from all the others, and being given drinks and food, and it's just a long day.
We got to talk about your friends in Liverpool, because you've got a proper boss gang of Scouse girls who are just normal, great Scouse girls.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
And they just seen it as it was straight away.
Absolutely. Salt of the earth. They pulled him up on the things that he needed to be pulled up on. Had they been at them dinner parties, there would have been extensions flying around the room. Do you know what I mean? These are normal Scouse people who are working class like myself, and you know, that's the sort of person that I've been inspired by, surrounded by, and been with my whole life. So meeting someone from St Albans who is like, you know, you're sort of a bit, what's going on with you? Like, wait, this isn't real, what you're doing now? And they're all thinking about what they're saying, and they're all, I just was like, my head was like, just wrecked.
You are so real in terms of how you were
100%.
portrayed, and that's what I think we all loved, especially in Liverpool. We've got to talk about after the show now, because you're doing something really special. So we were just talking off camera about first of all, people bumping into you in town as you're walking through the streets or whatever. What's that like?
Fabulous. It's my favourite thing, because I think sometimes people look at you and watch it on the telly and think, oh, they're going to turn into this person who's like, I'm not. I'm like hugging them, kissing them all, and I love people coming over to me because I love attention. Clearly, I wouldn't go on the telly and marry someone if I didn't, would I? And yeah, so I think ultimately coming back to Liverpool after living in London for a bit and doing all the TV stuff and all that, I thought, now that I've got this platform, what can I do to give back to my city and be one of those Liverpool legends that's constantly being that person who works for the people that they love? And I love Liverpoolians, I love Scousers.
But that's what you're doing, because you've got something really special to tell us about.
Yeah, so on the 17th of December in Maloko, which is by Alma Cuba, I am having a charity event. It's my birthday, and I'm having singers, dancers, entertainment. It's a winter wonderland theme. Best dressed. There'll be loads of amazing prizes. I've had loads of money donated. We're raising money for the L6 Community Association and St Andrew's Food Bank. So the north and the south of Liverpool both will benefit.
And obviously at the minute, food banks, as much as we shouldn't have them, we desperately do need
So we live the way it is, not the way we want it to be, don't we? And I think, you know, at the end of the day, I am privileged enough to be able to say that I've never had a Christmas when I couldn't eat. And there's people out there who can't, and it's 2022.
Yeah.
And you're going to working full time and you still can't feed your kids. Not on my watch.
Well, I love it, and I love that you're doing this as well. Where can we book tickets? Where can we find out more?
So the tickets will be available next week from my Instagram, which is Thomas Hartley Official, and 100% of the money is going to charity.
Okay, all the details on that, theguideliverpool.com. Just finally, your message to anyone that supported you, because a lot will have come from Liverpool and Merseyside.
Yeah.
Just what would you like to say to them?
I love you so much. You're all icons, you're all welcome, and you're all valid, and I'm here for you all.
And then just before you go, I just want you to shout to the camera, you adulterer.
You are an adulterer!
Thomas, thank you.